Yo. Vic Oz here. First things first. This video is building on top of my last discussion video. My last discussion video was about weight loss and why that's a terrible idea to have. So if you haven't watched my last discussion video, I strongly recommend that you go watch it. So before you continue on and watch this video, go watch my last video. I'm gonna leave it down in the description box. So I'm gonna wait on y'all to go watch that.
Yeah.
So if you watched my last discussion video, you know by now why fat loss and weight loss aren't the same thing. Two different goals. Now, I've received a lot of questions about, well, if fat loss doesn't equal weight loss, how can I track fat loss? That's what we're going to get into. First things first, what are the two methods that people use to normally try to track fat loss? Number one, people hop on a scale. They look at the scale, so they think, oh, I lost a few pounds, so I lost fat. Weighing yourself is very unreliable to tracking fat because you don't know exactly what you lost. Again, I talked about this in my last video. You could have lost fat, but you also could have lost water weight, you could have lost muscle, you could have lost a part of yourself, an extremity, your hair, something, anything. And also another reason why weighing yourself is unreliable, depending on how much you ate, your bowel content, your bladder content, those play a heavy factor in how much you weigh. So your weight could be all over the place throughout the whole day. And this is why you definitely should stop weighing yourself daily. Don't weigh yourself every day. Don't weigh yourself more than once a week to track your fat loss more effectively. And also, the second way in which I think people should stop doing is looking yourself in the mirror every day. A wise man once told me, self-image issues can skew perception. And if you're looking yourself in the mirror every day, 9 times out of 10, you won't see much progression. So a lot of people often get discouraged because they aren't seeing the progression. So don't just look yourself in the mirror every day, trying to calculate where you lost the fat or where you lost what. You know what I mean? Don't do it. So how do you truly know if you're losing fat? Now, instead of looking yourself in the mirror every day, what you should do is take pictures of yourself. Take before and after pictures, testimonial pictures. Take progress pictures of yourself every 2 weeks or so, once a month, just to see where you are and where you've come from. And if you're on the right regimen, if you're on the right plan, according to your goals, usually you'll see a difference. Now, your picture should be from neck to ankle, front, side, back. Like, you could put your face in the pictures too, but I know for myself, when I first started gaining weight, it all goes to my face, and when I lose it, yeah. So, but that's just me. I got a fat head, so. You know how you can look at a picture from when you were young and you were like, ew, that's what I look like? You do the same thing. Or, I mean, you don't have to say ew to yourself, but, you know. Another way to track fat loss is to get a fat caliper. You can get off of Amazon or find it in certain stores anywhere. And it's just a little tool where you kind of clamp down on the skin fold and it helps you calculate your body fat percentage. A third method of tracking fat loss is taking measurements of yourself. Girthing measurements of your thighs, your waist, your arms, your chest, and see if there's a difference. Usually with fat loss, your waist should go down and other stuff should go up depending on how much muscle you gain. And which is pretty much the fourth way of tracking fat loss, tracking your strength. If your strength goes up, you gain more muscle. And then the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. So get your muscles on. Now this is the last way of tracking fat loss. And I saved this one for last because this is one way that I've definitely noticed in myself that I've lost a lot of fat. Your clothes. If you lose a lot of fat, 9 times out of 10, your clothes will not fit the same. Like, I literally had to go through a whole different wardrobe. Had to buy a bunch of different clothes because a lot of my clothes don't fit the same. Got a smaller waist, bigger arms, bigger thighs, all that, and none of my clothes fit the same. So if you're noticing that your clothes aren't fitting the same, that's probably a good inclination that you're losing fat. Assuming you're doing the right things and not gaining fat. So thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any video requests, if you have any questions, if you have any challenges you want me to try, or you just want to talk to your boy, just leave them all down in the comment section. I'll get with y'all. So I'm a Millie.